Welcome back to the channel. We are looking at the stock price of Mullen Automotive, and today the stock is down about 2.7%. Today's range has been from $1.05 all the way up to $1.14, and right now the stock is trading at $1.04 or $1.05. It keeps going back and forth, so I think there's a lot of activity. Today's volume, we are already sitting at about 13 million shares that have exchanged hands, compared to an average volume of 146 million shares. So the electric vehicle sector in America is very, very competitive, and it's actually a very, very hot sector right now. A lot of investments taking place there. You have the Ford F-150 Lightning truck that the Ford is putting out. You have from GMC, you have the Hummer EV. You have the Rivian truck, Rivian, that's putting out a truck also. And the big news in the EV sector is that Ford is going to start divesting itself of some of the shares that it had with Rivian. So people who got into those companies before the IPO have a certain cooling off period during which they cannot sell their shares, and that expired, I believe, last Sunday. And today is Tuesday, so from starting yesterday, Ford started divesting and selling off some of the shares that it had in Rivian, and that was a bad move and for Rivian, because the shares came tumbling down yesterday. Now, for Mullen Automotive, we know they have their strikingly different roadshow that is planned for later this year, where they will touch on 19 cities, and that has been extended until, in spring next year. You will have a further number of cities that will be visited by the strikingly different roadshow, and you will get to see the Mullen 5 EV and also the Mullen 5 RS EV, which is the sporty version of the Mullen 5. Now, the latest news we have from Mullen Automotive is that they have completed preconditioning of the solid-state batteries that they will be using in the Mullen 5. That is information coming from the Battery Innovation Center in Indiana. It's the company that Mullen Automotive chose to do testing on the batteries themselves, the individual cells, and also on the battery pack, which will be used in the Mullen 5. Now, just have a question. So all this while that they were supposed to do the testing on the batteries, does it mean that they just finished like getting the first battery cells, ready for testing? Because according to the information and the message that the CEO of Mullen put out, guys, correct me if I'm wrong, I understood that this preconditioning means that you still have the solid state batteries at the cell level. So they will start testing at the cell level, and after that, then they have to build a pack and then do the cycling, the testing on the pack at the pack level. If that's the case, then it means we are still a way long way off. It means even at the individual cell level, they're still not sure if there might be a problem. So there's least problem that it will inject lots of delays into building a battery pack, and then also working out the kinks before you have a battery pack that can actually function and that can be put on the vehicle. So yeah, it sounds like good PR, but it really got me worried that at this point, so late in the day, Mullen is still trying to figure out if the cells, the solid state cells that they have, can actually work, and how many cycles can it take. And then after that, they work out the kinks. Then they have to bring those cells together to build a pack and then go through all the testing once more. If that is how I understood and that's what they meant, I think that we are still a very, very long way off from even having a battery pack for Mullen Automotive. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong, put a statement down there, explain if I understood this wrong, but that's the way it came across to me, that they are doing the preconditioning and they just finished at the cell level, and then now they will start cycling the cells, charge it, maybe 20% discharge, 20% discharge, another one 30%, another one 50, 80, 100, and then just go back and forth, and test the resilience of the cell, and how repetitive and how much they can reproduce the same results over and over and over again until they have some baseline numbers. And then after that, then they'll build a battery pack and then go through the same cycle again. And but when you have it at the pack level, that's when you start having issues with heating up when charging, or when a lot of power is pulled from the pack, and then you have to build the cooling systems and integrate them in the battery pack. Anyways, enough of that. So that's the PR we got from Mullen Automotive today. Guys, do share your thoughts below, and I really appreciate each time you bring your insight to the conversation. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below and subscribe to the channel. We will be back. Bye for now.